Aquarius, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-September 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate every single one of you. So let's get it going right away with a couple of oracle cards here, as we always do. Let's break into this reading nice and smooth for the beautiful Aquarius collective. I hope you're all doing well. So let's shuffle it up one time here, see what we got. And yeah, we're just going to look at these first couple of cards real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus spread with the Starseed Oracle to see what it is you need to hear from the universe. So there are many things for you to think about and consider. As always, only take what hits. You know the deal, my friends. But let's get it going here. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. Beautiful. So I'm getting the vibe here with this first card of somebody trying to avoid problems, avoid issues, okay? Doesn't mean it's you. It could be someone around you trying to just like float along and just like not cause any waves, okay? All right, yeah, creativity as well. So we have an interesting dynamic here, and that's something I've been seeing with a lot of the air signs this week, is like both of these oracle cards mean like completely separate different things. So we'll talk about it. Before we do though, if you're new here, Aquarius, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. It's an interesting one this month. But into the reading we go. If you look at the imagery of this first card, you see that woman. She's in the pond, dressed like a swan, surrounded by swans. So to me, it's several things. Usually it could speak about group situations where there's a lot of people affecting your energy, whether that's family or friends, or as somebody who's trying not to rock the boat, somebody who's trying to blend in, not stir up any water, not stir up any emotions, like someone who just wants some peace and quiet, like someone who just doesn't want drama. That's what this card represents to me. So maybe in this time, that's how you're feeling, like you just want some peace for a little bit. You don't want to hear about no one else's drama. I mean, that's a very common thing. Most individuals, most healthy individuals, don't like to stir up problems, right? Some people do, though, out there. The second card we have is all about creativity. You see that woman with the sewing machine, with the golden thread, the rainbow coming out of here. So when I see this card, I think of the opportunities and the good things that can come from you expressing yourself creatively in whatever endeavor. It doesn't mean you have to bust out the sewing machine and start making clothing. You could start painting, you could start writing, making songs, doing music. Whatever creative outlet for you could be very good. Whether it's just an emotional release for you or it's for a business purpose. This feels very good to me. And I feel like that's something I've been seeing for you showing up in the past couple of weeks. So we're going to keep it moving. We'll get into tarot now. I'm going to get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So the past few weeks have been really interesting for the Aquarius readings, as they always are. You know I love to read these Aquarius readings because they're always like super layered with a lot of stuff going on. Let's shuffle these up. Last week's reading was titled The Powerful Omen, so the universe might be trying to speak to you in different ways and means. Might be sending number signs your way and different dreams, things like that. The week before that was an emotional message, so there were a lot of cups. So your emotions could have been heightened. So we're going to see what we have this week, though. Energy is always changing, you know that. So let's get these first 3 out here for you. Right in the upright. What do we got for Aquarius? Okay, we have the 2 of Wands. That's something I've been seeing in the air signs this week. Could be in a big plan-based mode, whether you're planning your future, planning an event, whatever it might be. Let's get 2 more. Okay, 6 of Wands, double Wands, victory right in the center. Love it. That is extremely positive, Aquarius. Regardless of what comes out as a clarifier, when we have the 6 of Wands, it's beautiful. And we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has shown up for every single air sign this week, I believe. I know it definitely showed up for Libra, but we're going to talk about these real quick. We'll get these classical meanings and archetypes to you, and then we'll get into the intuitive, juicy stuff, the stuff that I like doing the most. But we have a combination of fire and air in this spread, and you know that can be combustible, whether it's good or bad, whether it's a burst of passion, drive to move forward, could be a burst of your temper, so watch out in the coming days and weeks. But in position number 1, we have the 2 of Wands. All 2s in tarot speak about crossroads, decisions, going left, going right. This one is very, very plan-based to me. It can speak about distance and travel and things of that sort. But the main thing I think of is planning. So you might be planning something. Somebody might be planning something for you or towards you. We'll see when we clarify how it is, because you know me, I'm not a fear monger. I'm not going to say anybody is planning something violent or bad towards you. But moving to the next card, we have the 6 of Wands, extremely positive. It's one of the best cards in the tarot deck. I absolutely love it. It encapsulates victory to me whenever I see this. Something really going your way. If there is a decision or a plan in place, You might make the right choice. You might take the right road leading to a victory. So this is very optimistic and positive. We'll see what clarifies it, but I like it. It's public notoriety. It's recognition for what you've done, the hard work you've put in. Moving to the back end, we have the Ace of Swords. All aces are opportunities. That's always the first thing I say when an ace shows up. Something in the very early stages. We also have the ace and the 2. So something might be in a very early stage or cycle. But this one, to me, speaks of your thought process, your mind, a sharp mind, or you could be cutting certain behaviors or things out of your life. Aside from that, it's that sharp tongue, you know, very similar to the Queen of Swords, somebody saying it like it is, keeping it real, being honest. So this could be an honest communication as well. We're going to dive deeper, though. We're going to jump in and clarify now. Shuffle it up one time for the beautiful Aquarius collective, please. And my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every reading is just the reader's interpretation, and I'm giving you mine. So let's see what's going on here. And yes, that's why this box is here as well. I've been mentioning it. It's so if you know the meanings of the cards, you can play along. If you're feeling any messages, please feel free to share them. I promise I don't mind, okay? I'm always up for some alternate interpretations. I feel like that's a good thing. So let's see what's up with this 2 of Wands. Why is the 2 of Wands here for Aquarius? Thank you. Let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah, this is the Hanged Man in reverse under the 2 of Wands, putting a plan into action, getting something going, getting something started. So as we were speaking about passion, motivation, drive, getting things moving, making choices, that's the vibe I'm feeling here with the Hanged Man. Now, you might be tied to Scorpio or have that in your chart. Sometimes that could even be a Virgo. But whenever I see the Hanged Man, especially in reverse, I think it's an action-oriented card because in the upright, he's pulled back, reserved. So the intuitive basis it's giving me when I see these combined together is someone diving head first into something. Okay, like if you look at how the cards look together, like up and down, it looks like this Hanged Man is diving right down this path. So I feel like this is good. Someone might be really putting a plan into action, not just planning it, following through. I see big follow through here. Okay, so we're going to keep it moving. There is something being planned and put forth. Okay, whether that's you or an individual, there is a plan being enacted. So keep your eyes open for things like that, unless it is you that's planning. So we're going to see what's up with this 6 of Wands. It might have good results. Okay, and of course it can mean other things. I don't feel like it's foolish or anything like that. I'm not feeling any bad things. So let's see what's up with this 6 of Wands. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Aquarius. Thank you. Hierophant. Beautiful. Now, usually the Hierophant can speak about long-term relationships, marriages, the status quo, religious observances. It's one of the densest cards in the entire tarot deck, and it's sturdy. It could represent a Taurus. But when I see it under this 6 of Wands, it is like some long-lasting victory, something that has a lot of stability. Something might come your way or something might go very good for you in very near times, in like days and weeks, that could have long-lasting effects. That's how this feels to me. So if something really goes your way or you get an opportunity, new job, person, whatever it might be, it could have very long-lasting effects in a good way. I feel like this is really good. Still sticking to that message of a victory coming your way, something swinging your way, triumph, all that stuff. This is very optimistic to me. And I feel like I don't have to overcomplicate it. Even though it is a complicated card, the message is very simple to me. So let's see what's up. Yeah, this is some long-lasting type of win, like something that'll carry through for a long time. We're going to see what's up with this Ace of Swords. Feels positive. A lot of major arcana on the bottom, huh? So let's see what's up with this Ace of Swords. Then we will go through. I'll give you a quick recap before we get the bonus spread. So why is the Ace of Swords here for Aquarius? Thank you. Okay. Interesting. So we have the Page of Pentacles in the upright here. You might be tied to an earth sign here. All pages are messengers. All pages are students. So whenever I see a page, we're talking communication here on the back end straight up. Okay, because we have 2 big cards of speaking, communicating, going back and forth, delivering messages. So you might have some sort of, I don't want to say like serious as in bad, but it could be serious in nature or important in nature. because of the swords and then this page. Now, for some of you, you might be really wanting to throw your energy into some sort of new venture, okay? Like with the ace, and then you have the page, the student vibe. So whether it's a new business venture, a new venture with an individual, a lot of those fresh vibes, new cycle vibes. It feels really positive and optimistic to me. But aside from that, this could be some sort of talk that needs to be had. Okay, this is some sort of message that needs to be given. So like you may have been holding off on speaking to someone about something. Maybe someone's been holding off on speaking to you about something. That needs to happen. Okay, we have a lot of good action, a lot of good energy here, but that's just what it is here on the back end. Very in-depth, very layered. So we're either talking communication here or a new venture of some sort. Okay, so we're going to go through and do a quick recap. As always, Aquarius, this was a very layered type of reading, and you just take from it what you will. If you kindly look in the box, we have the Two of Wands with the Hanged Man in reverse in the first position. Somebody really diving headfirst into a plan, putting a plan into action. Okay, like this isn't just planning for the sake of planning. This is somebody that wants to take action. This is somebody that wants to acquire something and make it happen. Okay, whether it's you or another individual. In the center, we have the Six of Wands with the Hierophant. There could be a victory, a triumph, a win, whatever we want to call it, coming your way in the very near future. There's good energetic possibilities here. And if you do acquire this, I'm not saying every single Aquarius is going to have some sort of life-changing event or win, but if you do acquire this, the results could be extremely long-lasting, solid, and stable. It feels good to me. On the very back end, we have the Ace of Swords with the Page of Pentacles in the upright, if you're not tied to an earth sign, because we are getting those earthy vibes within this spread. This could be a back and forth that you need to have with somebody. If you've been putting off a conversation with somebody, you might need to have that exchange, that honest flow of ideas back and forth, some sort of important natured talk. And I don't mean that in a bad way, like serious, important. You get what I mean. Topics that you're not joking about. Like this isn't a ha 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 funny type of conversation. If it's not that, it could be you just really wanting to throw your energy into a new venture, really pushing forward towards that. So please take a screenshot if you'd like. Do further research if you'd want. And we're going to get your bonus spread out here right now, Aquarius. We'll see what you need to hear. The gods, talk to me. What does Aquarius need to hear? Beautiful. And yeah, I love to cap off every reading with this deck because it's gorgeous. And I'll give you the literal and figurative meanings here. Just 2 cards, nice and quick. What do we have for Aquarius? Yeah, nice. The Golden Children. That's one of the most positive cards in this deck. I'll say that straight up. Because notice in the imagery down there, there's the sun. So just like the sun card, love it, love it, love it. And then as I'm saying that, you got the love. Beautiful. I'm just feeling very optimistic here, Aquarius. I'll say that. And I believe that's what the universe wants you to know too. That there could be good times right around the corner. You should feel optimistic yourself. Now, the Golden Children to me does speak about our own gifts that make us unique and sharing that with the world. But this could be the universe saying that you're divinely blessed in some way. We all do have specific talents and things we're good at, things we can use to help humanity out. But this card in particular is the universe saying, like, you are special. You need to know that. Everyone has special abilities and talents that they can share. The literal meaning says inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So that's a good type of message. Now, you got the love. Could be saying that you are more loved than you might think or perceive. Even if you don't have any close family. If you're a little hermit mode, like if you don't have a lot of friends at the moment, you're not going out, you have people that love you. You have spirits that love you and watch over you. All of us do. At least personally, that's what I believe. That every single human being has a team of light beings that assist if you know how to communicate with them, if you know how to tap in. But this is all about leaning into that love, whether it's from actual people you love and love you, or your spirit team that you don't quite see. You need to know this. Okay, so if you've been feeling lonely, if you've been feeling isolated, you need to know that you are cared about in some form or capacity. You are not alone. The literal meaning says codependency and boundaries. So this is something you might have to watch out for. You see what I mean? Sometimes how it makes me feel is completely different than the card itself. But Codependency is when you rely too much on another individual, where you kind of lose yourself. So we have the individuality here and then the codependency here, finding that balance and not getting tied up in things like that. So just like every Aquarius reading, there's a lot of different messages going on. Take from it what you will, and that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. My friends, I just want to say I'm loving all of the costume suggestions, but for this month's subscriber surprise for September, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Wizard's Tarot. And if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things. Drop down in the comments what costume suggestion you have for me for the month of October. And second, you must be subscribed, of course. That's it. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. My friends, thank you so much, as always. And I'll see you next time.